Hi everyone, welcome to APT's education channel. These questions are very important for APPSC and TSPSC group examinations. So those who are freshers, okay, those who don't have background in UPSC or APPSC or TSPSC, okay, these questions are very important for them. This will help them, okay, how to prepare, okay, for the examinations. So let's start. In India, the term public key infrastructure is used in the context of, and the options are food security infrastructure, digital security infrastructure, healthcare and education infrastructure, telecommunication and transportation infrastructure. So the term public key infrastructure is used in the context of, and the answer is digital security infrastructure. Next. A parliamentary system of government is one in which the options are all political parties in the parliament are represented in the government. The government is responsible to the parliament and can be removed by it. The government is elected by the people and can be removed by them. The government is chosen by the parliament but cannot be removed by it before completion of a fixed term. So the parliamentary system of government is one in which the government is responsible to the parliament and can be removed by it. Next. Which part of the Constitution of India declares the ideal of welfare state? And the options are Directive Principles of State Policy, Fundamental Rights, Preamble, 7th Schedule. So which part of the Constitution of India declares the ideal of welfare state? And the answer is Directive Principles of State Policy. Directive Principles of State Policy. This is DPSP. These are very important from the exam point of view. You may get at least one question which is related to Directive Principles of State Policy. So please go in detail. Next. In the context of India, which of the following is the characteristic appropriate for bureaucracy? This question is important, okay, for those who are attempting group 1. They need to know what is a characteristic needed for an bureaucrat. So of the options are an agency for widening the scope of parliament democracy, an agency for strengthening the structure of federalism, an agency for facilitating political stability, an agency for the implementation of public policy. So which of the following characteristic is appropriate for bureaucracy? And the answer is an agency for the implementation of public policy. The bureaucrats work for the welfare of public, okay, by implementing the public policy properly. Next. The preamble to the Constitution of India is, the options are a part of the Constitution but has no legal right, okay, not a part of the Constitution and has no legal effect either, a part of the Constitution and has the same legal effect as any other part, a part of the Constitution but has no legal effect independently of other parts. Okay, the preamble of the preamble to the Constitution of India is a part of the Constitution but has no legal effect independently of other parts. Next. Which of the following statement is incorrect? Okay, incorrect with regard to Directive Principles of State Policy. As I said, Directive Principles of State Policy is very important from the exam point of view. And the options are, they shall be enforceable by the courts, they shall not be enforceable by any court, they are borrowed from the Irish Constitution. The principles laid down in this part are to influence the making of laws by the state. Here state is nothing but government. Okay, so which statement is incorrect with regard to the Directive Principles of State Policy? The answer is they shall be enforceable by the courts is the incorrect statement, because they are not enforceable by any court. Okay, this DPSPs are borrowed from the Irish Constitution and the principles will help the state, that means government, okay, in making the welfare schemes to the state, that is to the public of that particular. Next. According to the Constitution of India, what is the age of a person to be made a minister in a state for 6 months, even if he or she is not a member of legislature of the state? And the options are 16 years, 18 years, 21 years, 25 years. So according to Constitution of India, what is the age, minimum age to be required to make a minister in the state for 6 months? Okay, if he is not a member of legislature of the state. And the answer is 25 years of age. not 18 years of age, it is 25 years of age. To be an MLA, okay, 25 years is the minimum age required, and to be an MLC it is 30 years. MLA is member of Legislative Assembly, okay, and MLC is member of Legislative Council. MLA 25 years is the minimum, and MLC, okay, 30 years is the minimum age required to become an MLC. Next. According to the Representation of People Act 1951, a person convicted of a criminal offence and sentenced to imprisonment of 2 or more years is disqualified from contesting an election for 3 years, 5 years, 6 years, and lifetime. So according to the Representation of People Act 1951, okay, if a person gets convicted of criminal offence and if he gets sentenced, okay, if he get imprisoned, okay, for 2 or more years, he is disqualified from contesting an election for, and the answer is 6 years. Okay, so some of you might think it is lifetime. No, it is 6 years. Next. Government of India may terminate the citizenship of an Indian, okay, if the options are: citizen has disrespected the constitution, citizen has been living outside India for 7 years continuously, and citizen holds dual citizenship. And the option D is all of the above options. So the government of India may terminate the citizenship of an Indian if all of this above, that is, citizen has disrespected the constitution and he has been living outside the India for 7 years continuously, and if he holds other country citizenship, okay, including India also, that is dual citizenship. If he holds a dual citizenship, the government of India may terminate his citizenship of India. Next. Which of the following statement is incorrect? And the options are: President of India can summon a session of the Parliament at such place as he or she thinks fit. Option B: there is no minimum number of days that the Parliament is required to meet in a year. President presides the joint sitting of the Parliament. The joint sitting of the Parliament is called by the President of India. So which of the following statement is incorrect? The answer is President presides the joint sitting of the Parliament is the incorrect. Okay, who presides the joint sitting of the Parliament? Lok Sabha Speaker presides the joint sitting of the Parliament. Okay, and if the Lok Sabha Speaker is absent or in his absence, okay, the Deputy Speaker will preside the joint sitting of the Parliament. And if the Deputy Speaker is absent or in his absence, Deputy Chairman, okay, the Deputy Chairman will preside the joint sitting of the Parliament. Next. Rajya Sabha has equal powers with Lok Sabha in, and the options are: the matter of creating new All India service, amending the constitution, the removal of the government, making cut motions. So the Rajya Sabha has equal powers with Lok Sabha in amending the constitution. We'll see some more points regarding the Rajya Sabha has equal powers with Lok Sabha in introduction and passage of ordinary bills, election and impeachment of the president. Here impeachment word, okay, those who are new, okay, this is nothing but removal of the president. Okay, impeachment is removal of the president. And if you come across the word quorum, quorum is nothing but the minimum, okay, minimum people, okay, needed to preside that session. Next, election and removal of vice president, approval of ordinance issued by the president, recommendation to the president for the removal of Chief Justice of India and judges of Supreme Court and High Courts, Chief Election Commissioner and Controller and Auditor General. Okay, and consideration of reports of Finance Commission, Union Public Service Commission, COG reports. So in all this, okay, in all these issues, Rajya Sabha has the equal power with Lok Sabha. Next. Which of the following categories of fundamental rights incorporate protection against untouchability as a form of discrimination? And the options are: right against exploitation, right to freedom, right to constitutional remedies, and right to equality. So which of the following categories of the fundamental rights incorporate protection against untouchability as a form of discrimination? And the answer is right to equality. Next. Which of the following statement is incorrect with regard to right to equality? And the options are: equality before law and equal protection of law, abolition of untouchability and provision of its practice, okay, equality of opportunity in matter of public employment. Articles 20 to 24 are related to right to equality. So which of the following statement is incorrect? And the answer is article 20 to 24 is incorrect, because the article 14 to 18 is related to right to equality. 14 to 18. So all the above three statements, equality before law and equal protection of law, abolition of untouchability and provision of its practice, equality of opportunity in matter of public employment, are related to right to equality. Next. In India, separation of judiciary from executive is enjoyed by the preamble of the constitution, the directive principle of state policy, okay, the seventh schedule, the conventional practice, and the separation of judiciary from executive is a directive principle of state policy. Next, a constitutional government by definition is a, and the options are government by legislature, popular government, multi-part government, and limited government. A constitutional government by definition is a limited government. I think we are done with 15 questions. Okay. So if you like our videos, okay, please subscribe to APTS Education channel. All the best.